Welcome to the Business Behind the Scene podcast with Francesca Moi, where we talk all about real business problems, real solutions, and getting actual results in your business. Hello, and welcome to episode number 202 of Business Behind the Scene. Now, in this episode today, we are talking about company culture, maintaining a culture that is nowhere else to be found, and really create that beautiful, safe space where your team is excited to be at. Is your team really want to be part of what you do? A lot more than just it's a job and whatever. It's just it's a job. We don't want that. We want to really make sure that the actual team creates a culture for the business rather than as CEO doing it. So we really need to start with thinking about save that company culture and really have that growing for us. We need to do a couple of things. One of the things that we want to do is that we need to make sure that every team member feels valued. And this is one of the things that I personally struggle with, especially in the first few years of the business, sometimes still now, because I'm someone that I don't have a poker face. So as soon as I'm sort of disappointed or I'm not overly impressed with something, my team knows. They know, and they know straight away. And it's fine. I'm actually happy that I've got high standards and my team know about that. But in the same time, it's very important that we make them feel valued when they do something right. And so something that I've learned very well and I have learned how to do is I love my team. I love them as people. We have lots of fun together, but business is business, right? So we need to make sure that they deliver on what's expected from them. And so is a fine line between making sure that they feel appreciated, and the more people feel appreciated, the more they will do anything to support the business growth, to support you, to support the culture, to get other team members to step up and to really work together as a team. Now, we need to watch that there's no bad apple in the team. If there's someone that is always negative and grumpy and upset all the time, that is going to have a negative ripple effect throughout all the other team members. So we need to make sure that we hire people that have got great attitude, that are hard workers, and they're bringing the business up, not the business down. So hiring is one of the first thing, right? So if you want a great culture, you need to hire for that. And so the number one thing that we do, we hire based on attitude. We hire the right people to make sure that we do the right thing with the team, and we don't get overly into details. It's not important that we hire someone who's got the right skills if they don't have the right attitude, right? The obviously most important thing is to have the attitude with the skills alongside. That will be fantastic. So once we hire the right people, then we need to make sure that there is that culture of excitement and support and growth. And one of the things that I always said to my team is there is no mistake, there's only learning. And so if someone is making a mistake, we don't punish them, we don't get upset with them, we don't shame them, we just allow them to learn from it and grow from it so that we together as a team can grow. So we have shared with all our team members our values of our business and our mission statement, and everybody in the business knows. Every single person from the top to to the person that had just joined, everybody knows what are the values of the business, what do we stand for, how do they look like. And actually I love that we have one in the office. Actually, I need to print one for my office as well, because I know them, but obviously have them in front of you. They just always help. They always bring a little bit more of attention to what we want to do. So very, very clear values. We bring them up in games and in the meetings, and all the time. We ask all the time the team to remember what values we are standing for and how can they celebrate what they've done this week based on the values, right? So that's something that we do. Lead by example and embody the company culture. So we want to make sure that the leadership team is the ones that are the most aligned with the value of the business. By the way, let me take one step back quickly, is that the values I I love that I created them together with my team when we were here in Australia. We sat down and we said, what do you think are the values of this business? What do you think we stand for? And we did it together, and it was great because we come up with like 4 really strong values that we already have used in the business, but now we have sort of highlighted them a little bit more, and every decision that the business make is based on those values. And I love hearing all my team members talking about them with the clients and to other VAs. Like one of our one is like, we got your back, and we truly do. And so that is really, really important. But also it's important that someone doesn't have our back. If there's someone has shown that they don't have our back, then there is no forgiveness for those not following the values. So yeah, it's very cool. Then we do like a celebration and aspiration like game. So every month we meet and we have a highlight show and tell from one of the team of what they achieved and how they achieved it, and how can they teach other people, other team members, what to do it. And it's very good and very inspiring for other people on wanted to step up as well. And we give prizes for those things as well, which is really cool. You come together in team meetings. A lot of my clients, sometimes they say to me, Francesca, I don't have time for meetings. Meetings are a waste of time. As long as you have an agenda for the meetings, if you have one person running the meetings and you stay on the agenda and you go quick, meetings are priceless. Priceless for culture, priceless for stickiness of your team members, priceless for growth, priceless for being on the same standard of customer service. Like I could not do meetings. Like it's just very, very, very important. Always remember to implement the core values. So again, it's up to the management team to really remember what are the core values that you want the team to stand by. And I always ask them, like, tell me how you shared those values, and how did you use those values last week. And so our values, I want to share them with you all. We respect each other no matter what. And we do, to the team, to the business owner, to everybody. And it's nothing right or wrong. Like there's a lot of flaws that I have, and nobody gives me hard time for that. We all highlight our strength rather than we respect each other no matter what. Number 2 is we're all about leveling up. Because growth is number 1 value for me personally, and I definitely want anybody that work for me to have the same type of value. We always got your back. That's very important. And the last but not least is we're committed to your success, and that's something that as business owners to business owners, working with other business owners, we have to show them that we're committed to their success as well. And so we have no forgiveness for mistakes that they are turned into lies. People can make mistakes, but if they lie about it, if they cover them up, if they're not sincere, we just have no excuses for that. And it's something that everybody knows very strongly about. So these are some of the things that we do to keep the culture going. Obviously, like a retreat, that's why we bring the VAs together. And that's why we do the holiday once a year, once we achieve goals. So all of those things will help to maintain the team together and structure, and wanted people, literally people, the VAs, while they're staying with us, they stay because of the culture, the way that we make them feel in the business. And that is longevity. That's how you're going to get someone to stay in the business long term. I hope that you guys enjoy it. Go and do your values and start to create an incredible culture where people love to work for you. And they are so, so, so grateful for you providing that position for them. Ciao. Thank you so much for listening to this amazing podcast. Now, if you enjoyed this, you're definitely going to love my Facebook group where I've got over 11,000 people in it, and they're all business owners successful like you. It's called the Successful Entrepreneur Lounge, and in there I do classes every week, and I get to interview my clients, and I get to teach you all the things that I've done to get my business to 100K plus a month. So I look forward to have you in there. It's called the Successful Entrepreneur Lounge Facebook group in Facebook. I look forward to see you there. Ciao.